Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy spot! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday football review for round 21 of the 2022 NRL season. We saw two games of football this afternoon. We saw the Cowboys beat the Bulldogs up at Bundaberg there, 28 points to 14. And we just saw the Newcastle Knights break a 4-game losing streak, and they defeated the West Tigers at Campbelltown, 14 points to 10. I'm joined by rugby league YouTuber Pro Enzo Vids. Lorenzo, how are you, bro? And what'd you make of Sunday football?
I'm going good, bro. Thanks for having me on. And I thought both games were, had their moments, but weren't great quality in my opinion. But obviously Cowboys winning today was good for your boys, and Knights and Tigers was pretty average in my opinion.
Mate, as a Cowboys fan, I wasn't really happy with the way we played today. I thought we were quite poor. That first half was sloppy as, and we got going late and we ended up getting the win. We only played about 55 minutes of football this afternoon. We didn't play a great 80 minutes, which I thought was a bit disappointing. But credit to the Bulldogs, they are a nuisance this time of year. They like to frustrate teams that are going well, and they've got nothing to play for now but pride, and they're just looking to end the season off on a high. And they were very competitive against us this afternoon, so full credit to the Dogs and giving us a game, I guess. And well, I gotta say it, that West Tigers versus Newcastle Knights game was an absolute fucking bludger. That was an awful game. I said it on Twitter at halftime. I said this is a horrible game of football, and besides the last 5 minutes, there was nothing exciting about this game. I thought West Tigers, Newcastle Knights was in the top 5 worst games of the year. It was terrible.
Oh, the quality was shit. And it was just all, all errors pretty much as well. Both sides couldn't hold the ball. Wasn't, great match. And, I'm glad it's over.
Look, obviously Newcastle winning is massive, bro, because now, guess what that means? Newcastle go from 15th straight to 13th. So it's massive. Newcastle's wooden spoon, wooden spoon talk might be over now because the Gold Coast, well, I don't think the Gold Coast can get away from the wooden spoon now. I think they've got it locked up unless they get a win and the Tigers keep losing games. But Newcastle's win this afternoon probably keeps them away from the wooden spoon, right?
Yeah, it would. And I said this as well on my tipping video on Tuesday that if Knights win, then that probably means Tigers are still a chance of getting the spoon themselves as well. But Knights have dodged it now, so that's good for them.
Well, have a look at the ladder. Newcastle on 13th on the ladder with 14 competition points. Gold Coast are last on 8 points. So the Gold Coast would have to win 3 games for Newcastle to come last. And with all due respect, there's no way they're going to win 3 games. They're fucked.
No way. No.
I think even if the Gold Coast do win, the Knights are in front of the Tigers now with that win today. So the Gold Coast may get the wooden spoon. But before we get into the review on both games, mate, I want to say hello to everybody in the live chat. We've got about 17 people at the moment watching the review, so it's good to see a decent crowd building up for the review. Hello to Luke Melbourne Storm fan. Hello, Jason Reed. I hope you're well, my friend. SS Storm fan is here as always, the loyal. I have criticised the fuck out of Melbourne Storm for so long now, and Luke Melbourne Storm fan, SS Storm fan, always rock up to the live reviews. They never disappoint. So it's great to have supporters of teams that I do not like still in the live chat and supporting the channel. So
good stuff.
Shout out to Luke Melbourne Storm fan and SS Storm fan. I really appreciate you guys. Hello, Josh Rabbitohs 2022. Zenpai is here. Nighthawk Gaming is here. He says worst game of the year. I mean, it's probably in the top 5. A fucking bludger of a game.
Definitely.
Fucking bludger. Anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like the live stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. And if you know, share the video around your friends, your cousins, and all that, and tell them to tune in and enjoy the review. Hello, Jimbo Roosters in the chat. All right, let's get into the review. We're going to go back to the first game, mate, which was up at Bundaberg. A beautiful crowd, beautiful ground, I should say as well.
Yep.
I think it was a cricket pitch. It didn't even. I swear it was a cricket pitch at that ground. Salter Oval, whatever it's called. Bulldogs 14, Cowboys 28. Pro Enzo Vids, Cowboys were slow to start the game, but gee, they came back strong, didn't they?
Oh, they did. That's credit to them. But yeah, look, I got to say, the Dogs came out firing. They obviously got the first 2 tries pretty early in the game. Just lucky for them that when the Cowboys kicked off, it went out in the full. And
don't even start me on that decision. That was a fucking disgrace.
And yeah, well, it was weird because I thought you had to catch the ball to actually, you know, get a new set, but whatever.
I thought the captain's challenge expired too. I thought that was bullshit.
It got everyone confused, that one. But
oh mate,
yeah. But yeah, Newcastle early, and then obviously Matt Byrne got one as well. So Dogs looked good early, but Cowboys obviously their line speed, their speed for the ruck obviously is what is better than the Dogs is their players in the middle. So that's what won the game today.
Yeah, look, it was one of those games, wasn't it, where we started slow, but then I guess the quality and the the quality of our team this year and how we're going on the ladder and how things are going, we're able to overcome the adversity of a slow start. So that's what is pleasing to see. But like we said, the Cowboys kicked off, and then look, his foot was over the sideline, and if it touched him, then yeah, okay, it is out in the full technically. I hate that rule. I think it's bullshit. I think you should have to catch the ball for it to be a fucking knock on. To be out in the full, sorry.
That's what I thought.
I thought that was a bit dumb. And then obviously the captain's challenge, I mean, that was longer than 10 seconds. I was a little bit paid off about that. But the Dogs, mate, they got up to a start there. I don't know what Pete Hiku was trying to do. Hiku and Drinkwater just had a miscommunication, and the Fox went in and scored first. What a start for the Doggies.
Yeah, mate. Look, Byrne and Fox were probably two of the best Bulldogs players today. They obviously are building a great combination, and yeah, the Fox is scoring every try, and a try every week now. So yeah, good start.
Yeah, Bulldogs 6-0 after about 2 minutes. Really good start for the Dogs, and then Matt Burton got a try made off. It was a soft try. Hiku again just got caught out, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Hiku because Hiku's been a great defensive centre for the Cowboys all season. So, yeah, would be disappointed with that.
Yeah, Bulldogs 10-0 after 20 minutes. And then, well, the game changed when Ruben Cotter came on the field. He made a huge impact.
Oh, he was excellent.
Cowboys were a bit slow. And then finally, mate, in the 30th minute, Griffin Neame. Well, he's been in try-scoring form, Griffin Neame. He went over and scored again this week. Gee, he's been playing well for us.
I think he's pretty underrated actually as well. Like he seems to do a job off the bench for does a job and always brings impact. So I think he's got a good future name.
He's playing well. Scores that try and it's 10-6 the Dogs. And mate, the Cowboys scored 2 tries in 2 sets. So 2 tries in about 2 minutes. And then Cowboys did a try where they ran around the back there for Townsend to lay Lua back to Townsend. And Townsend scores his first try as a Cowboy. I mean, that was a brilliant try.
How good is that? First try as a Cowboy. That's excellent for him. And yeah, it was a good try too. Leilua with a nice pass at the back to Townsend was just too good and great start. Good start.
Mate, just like that, when you fought 25 minutes of the game, Bulldogs on top 10-0. It's after 33 minutes, it's 10-10. So it's crazy how quick the momentum will change. And we get to halftime and it's 10-0. And look, at halftime, mate, I was pretty confident going into it. I thought, fuck, 10-0 at halftime and Cowboys are the best team in the second half all season. I was pretty confident going in the second half.
Yeah, well, I think that before halftime happened, Cowboys had all the momentum. I think when, obviously Dogs were up 10-0, I think the Cowboys knew that they had to fight back and it wasn't going to be easy. So, yeah, I think for Cowboys, they were all right in the second half.
And we get to the second half there, and I think Leilua got tackled off the ball from Kyle Flanagan, and we got a penalty right next to the post there, and Val took the 2 points. Cowboys have the lead, mate, 12-10 after 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like dogs were just, I think the discipline hurt in the second half actually as
It
well.
did.
Even though, yeah, errors and everything.
And then there was a try from the Bulldogs there where Matt Burton put up one of those gigantic torpedo bombs, and then
Love
Kiraz leaped over the ball and he gave an offload back to Flanagan, who went over and scored. I mean, gee, where's Kyle Flanagan? Who would have backed him to score a try today?
Oh, I wouldn't. That's for sure. But yeah, just another typical Burn torpedo, whatever it
Oh,
was, and yeah, they're hard
nightmare.
to catch.
I give you fucking nightmares, those torpedoes. At that point, it was 14-12 the Bulldogs with 51 minutes gone in the contest. And then, well, a bit of a controversial decision. A lot of people are saying on social media in the 63rd minute, the Luciano Leilua try. I mean, I don't believe it was double movement. It was he rolled over. There was no double movement, no second effort. Rolls his way over to the try line and scores the try. I mean, when you're rolling, you're allowed to reach out and put the ball down, and I thought that was a great try from Leilua. Also, his first Cowboys try as well.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, no, I'm fine with that try actually. I think that if he was already tackled on the floor, I would have said it was double movement, but he
Yeah,
was just
but he
rolling over
rolled. He
with
rolled.
momentum. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So
exactly right. Cowboys 18-14 with 15 to go, and I thought to myself, well, we got the momentum here. Cowboys on a roll, and once we get in front with 15 to go, we usually finish games off pretty well. And 68th minute, mate, Scott Drinkwater with a bit of a dummy and went through, and gee, that was a Drinkwater. That was brilliant. Brilliant from Drinkwater to score that.
Yeah, he stood up today, Drinkwater. I think he was very good at fullback, and yeah, that was a great try. Just too quick as well.
He had a fucking horrible first half, but his second half was a lot better. Brilliant second half. Drinkwater goes over and scores. It's 22-14 Cowboys at that point. And then Drinkwater went over again with 5 minutes to go and got his double, mate.
Yeah, well, I mean that's where he really stood up for the Cowboys towards the end, and I think it was a big part of the reason why they won today because of how he played in the second half.
Yeah, I thought Drinkwater was very good, and we get the full time, mate. Cowboys 28, Bulldogs 14. As a Cowboys supporter, I'm not going to gloat and say that this was an amazing win or a phenomenal win. It was a tough game. The scoreline doesn't reflect the game. It was a really difficult game. The Bulldogs were a tough team to play, and look, the Cowboys, the quality was obviously there in the end, and we got over the Dogs in the end. But tough game, tough win, and I'll take the 2 points. And we got the Roosters next week, and we get back McLean, and then I think Felt's another week away. But we're almost full strength for the Roosters next week. But really tough win today. Really tough win.
Yeah, exactly right. And I think you got to take what you get. Yeah, I knew Cowboys would win, and I knew it'd be a tight game. But I just knew that they would probably be the better side only because they've got a bit more quality across the park than what the Dogs do, and they fight well to hang in there. So a good win for them.
Yeah, look, I'll take the win. We'll move on. We've got the Roosters next week at the SCG, which is going to be probably the game of the round next week. That's a huge game. Roosters won 4 in a row. Cowboys, 3 in a row now or whatever it is. So really tough win, and looking forward to the Roosters game next week. That should be a cracker. Who would your top 3 players on ground be from the game, though, Pro Enzo Vids?
Yeah, it was a tough one, but number 3, I'm going to go with Matt Byrne. I thought Byrne was really good for the Dogs today. I thought he had a big impact, and he basically had every input in their points today. Number 2, I'm going to go with Hamiso, actually. I thought the Ham was really good in the wing. Definitely did a job out there. And my man of the match, I have to give it Drinkwater. I thought Drinkwater was excellent for you guys.
Yeah, look, number 3, I'm going to go with Jason Taumalolo. I thought he was fantastic in the middle. Played another great game. Thought he was fantastic, Taumalolo. Number 2, I'm going to go with Scott Drinkwater. Scored 2 tries. Played very well in that second half. He came to life. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Ruben Cotter. I thought Ruben Cotter was phenomenal. Off the bench, his impact was fantastic. And if he didn't play, this game might have been a lot closer than what it ended up being. So Ruben Cotter's my man of the match. I thought he was fantastic this afternoon.
He's a great player. He's a real future.
He might be a top 3 lock in the game at the moment.
The way he's playing, yeah.
He's playing fantastic. All right, well, we'll go to the next game. And look, I don't think we'll spend long on this game because I thought this game was a bludger. West Tigers 10, Newcastle Knights 14. How did the West Tigers go from losing by 1 point to the Cowboys, beat the Broncos in Brisbane, and they find a way to lose at home against Newcastle. What an inconsistent piece of shit the Tigers are.
They're very inconsistent, and bad sides just do these sort of things to themselves, unfortunately. And
Yeah,
they really should have won today. It was Campbelltown looked pretty good from what I saw, and
9,000 people there or something like that.
all their fans turn up. Yeah, disappointing from Tigers. They really should have turned up and got the win today, but didn't.
This is why I can't stand the pricks. I hate tipping them. When the Tigers are favourites, I'm going against them from now on. Fuck them.
Yeah,
Fuck
too
'em.
inconsistent.
When West Tigers are favourites and everyone thinks they're in good form, they always seem to fuck up. They are bottle jobs. They were embarrassing. I thought they were a fucking disgrace. They gave me the shit. I'll tell you what. I'm so pissed off with the Tigers right now. They blew that game up. They fucked it. Credit to Newcastle. They needed a win to avoid the wooden spoon, and they will avoid it now. I guarantee it. They will now avoid the spoon because of this win this afternoon. So,
Big win.
well done to Newcastle. Their second half was dog shit, but they did what they had to do in the end. They held on at the end. Anyway, let's get into the review, mate. And Newcastle start off really well. Nari Tuwala going over and scoring the first try of the game. Great stuff for the Newcastle Knights. Tuwala going in first.
It was a very quick start by Newcastle. Good ball movement down the left-hand side. And, Tuwala was good for Knights, and I thought.
Yeah, he was. He had a great game. Newcastle 4-0 after 5 minutes. Great start for the Knights. Looking for a bit of an ambush, I guess you could call it. And then Tuwala went over again. He scored a second try. He got 2 tries in 2 tries in about 10 minutes. So Tuwala scores, and Newcastle 8-0, mate. Great start for the Knights.
Yeah, look, Knights looked really fast. I thought that Knights were obviously turning up, and that's what they had to do. And fantastic start by them.
Yeah, great start for Newcastle. And then the Tigers kept doing dumb shit. Jock Madden looked so lost out there. Dewey wasn't himself. Laurie was all over the place. Famunu Brown tried really hard, I thought, but they just didn't have any direction, the Tigers. They looked lost all game. And then, mate, Tex Hoy scored a brilliant try where he went through. That was brilliant from Tex Hoy.
Yeah, and I thought Tex Hoy was actually all right the first half. I thought the second half may have faded off a little bit, but he was really, really good in the first half. And that try was excellent.
Newcastle 14-0 after half an hour. Could you believe it? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. We get to half time, mate. Newcastle 14-0, and I thought the Tigers were going to make a bit of a comeback, but gee, they were really awful in that first half, weren't they, the Tigers?
They were, and I really didn't know why that was the case after how they went the past couple of weeks. But they fight back in the second half though.
Yeah, they did fight back a little bit, and we get the second half now. When Brent Naden went over and scored a try that was definitely needed. So Brent Naden, he's been scoring a few tries as of late, but gee, he needed that, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he needed that, and I think Tigers need that too with any comeback. So good start by Tigers in the second half.
Yeah, 14-6 Newcastle, and I started to feel like, oh, here we go, here come the Tigers, here they come, and then Capel went over on the left edge, and then I went, oh, they're going to win this. I thought when Capel scored, I thought they were going to win, and mate, when he went over, Newcastle fans were absolutely shitting themselves.
Oh well, I can imagine every Knights fan up to that point. But Capel's been good too. I think he deserves a bit of a shout out. Capel in the centres, he's really funny his game there. Speaking
of shout outs, I want to give a shout out to Damien from Newcastle. He was there this afternoon. He would have had a ball. So congratulations to Damien from Newcastle and his beloved Knights for getting the win.
That's awesome.
Shout out to him. So Dewey missed the conversion and 14-10 Newcastle. Tigers, well, fuck, mate. We get to the end. Jock Madden kicked the 40-20, and we thought they were going to score, but they blew it. They knocked the ball on. I thought Laurie scored the match winner, but it was a knock on. And then on the attack again at the end, and mate, Mitch Barnett with one huge tackle, eh?
Oh, that was just big. That was a big play as well. That was a play that showed he was committed. Oh,
he fucking showed up, didn't he? And they had numbers right, but they just couldn't get the ball out there, the Tigers. And they went back left. Capel gets the ball. Gagai wraps him up. He offloads the ball back to Laurie. He drops the ball. We get the full time, mate. Newcastle Knights 14. West Tigers 10. Newcastle Knights fans can breathe, and they can be very proud of themselves. As for the Tigers, mate, their fans must want to put their head in a fucking fan or something. That they must be filthy.
Oh, they'll be very upset. I mean, losing at Campbelltown in a game where it had everything going their way. But
Beat Brisbane last week at Brisbane, and look at this.
Yeah, they find a way to lose, and that's what bad sides do. They find a way to lose after some good performances before, and fuck, Tigers is shit.
Mate, awful. Now, I'm going to tell you the Tigers run home, and I want you to let me know how many wins will they get that run home?
Yep.
They got the Sharks at Bathurst next week. Or Tamworth, sorry. Sharks at Tamworth next week. Probably a loss, right?
Yeah, lost, definitely.
Roosters at the SCG. Probably a loss.
Smashing, yeah.
Dragons at Bankwest. Maybe.
50-50.
I'd probably say a loss, but maybe.
Mm.
And they finish off with the Raiders at Leichhardt, which...
Well, I might go. Not Tigers.
It's a maybe. It's a maybe.
Yeah, 50-50.
But, yeah, they might get one win, which I don't know if they will. And as for Newcastle, their run home. Broncos at Suncorp next week, which they'll probably lose to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Raiders in Newcastle, which is probably a winnable game for Newcastle, right?
It can be, yeah, definitely.
They got the Titans at the Gold Coast, which I think is a winnable game.
Yeah, they could win that too, I think.
And then they finish off with the Sharks at Newcastle. Old Boys Day.
I think Sharks will be a bit too good.
Yeah, probably a lose there for the Knights. So, look, realistically, I think all them games are not bad. So, I don't think either team will get the wooden spoon, bro. But I think this win from Newcastle, they will now avoid the wooden spoon.
Oh, it was so important, very important for that club.
They were literally defending for their season tonight. They were like, must defend. We can't get the wooden spoon. We got to hold on. And credit to them. Well deserved.
Very
Look,
good.
like I said, I thought it was a horrible game. I thought it was a bludger. But Newcastle did what they had to do, and they got the 2 points. Mate, who would your top three players on ground be from this game?
So number 3, I'm gonna go with Brent Naden for number 3. I thought. I think Naden had a solid game out on the wing, so he'll be my first pick. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Tex Hoy. I thought Tex Hoy had a good game and he did really well. And then my man of the match, probably gonna go with Mitch Barnett. Actually, I thought Barnett was really good. Did a like we talked about the solid tackles and Jock Madden, the big one, and he was very good. Madden. I'm sorry, Barnett.
Mate, number 3 for me, I'm going to go with Anari Tuwala. Scored 2 tries, and he was causing havoc on that wing all afternoon. Number 2, I'm going to go with Anthony Milford. I thought Milford had a really solid game this afternoon, Milford. I thought he played really well. And my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Tex Hoy, the fullback. I thought he was great. And he is going to Hull FC next year, so Hull FC fans, they will be expecting a pretty good fullback. And Tex Hoy is a good fullback. The reason he doesn't play every week is because he's behind Kalen Ponga, which I think is fair enough. But Tex Hoy, brilliant game from him this afternoon, and I think he deserves the man of the match.
Yeah, very good game by him.
Tex was very good. All right, Lorenzo, that might wrap up the review, mate. Thanks for coming on this afternoon.
Yeah, cheers, Nick. Thanks again, and hopefully round 22 is even better.
I hope so. Hopefully we win. We got the Roosters at the SCG. You guys have got the Gold Coast up at the Gold Coast there. So you guys should win that one.
Hopefully.
But anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel of Pro Enzo Vids, make sure you do. He is on a roll with subscribers. So go and check out Pro Enzo Vids on YouTube and subscribe to me if you haven't already as well. Anyway, I'm getting out of it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for another episode of One-on-One with Nick from Australia, episode number 3. Anyway, guys, until then, have a great night. See you guys in the next one.